Yesterday, I made a budget Christmas turkey meatloaf. Today, we're turning the leftovers into this incredible turkey and mushroom cheesy pasta bake. It's the perfect way to stretch your Christmas dinner just that little bit further, and it's going to make you wish you had leftovers every day of the week. I hope you're all well. I'm Shane. Welcome back to It's Cooking Good. So for those of you that didn't see yesterday's video, it was a Christmas turkey meatloaf. It had sausages and stuffing all the way through the center. And here I have what is left. Now that fed 5 of us last night and we each had 2 thick slices. And I did say it in yesterday's video, this goes a long way. So there's plenty left over, which is perfect for our cheesy pasta bake. So let's get started. I'm going to switch on my hob. You want your hob on a medium heat for this. Glug of olive oil. And to that, I've got 1 onion, so white onion, which I've just diced. And we just want to sweat that down. While it's doing that, this is the time to get a saucepan on the hob. And you want to bring some salty water to the boil because you want to cook your pasta. And I'm going to be using penne. It recommends 75 grams per person, but obviously you go with how hungry you are and boil it for a couple of minutes under pack instructions. You're going to want that nice and al dente. Whilst that's all doing that, you can focus on your turkey. Now what we want to do is cut this up into sort of bite-sized chunks. And what we don't want is the stuffing. So you want the sausage and the turkey meat. So I've got some other leftover bits here and I'm just cutting it into sort of chunks, bite-sized pieces. You cut it into whatever size you like. And that's it. We've ended up with loads of leftovers here. I've got turkey, I've got some sausages in there, I've got little bits of bacon. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Our onions are sweating off nicely. So now to that, I'm going to add mushrooms. And I picked these up from Aldi also. They do the wonky mushrooms. It was a 650 gram pack, I believe. I only used half of it and I've just sliced them. So straight into your pan. And again, we want to just soften down these mushrooms. And to help that along, I'm going to add some butter. So 2 good knobs of butter. And I've got 2 garlic cloves here, which I've just finely diced. Give that all a good stir in, and we just want to let those cook out for 2 to 3 minutes. So that's all softening down nicely. Next in with our turkey, sausage and bacon. There's loads of it. We are going to eat well tonight. And I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of seasoning, not too much, a bit of salt, because obviously the meatloaf was seasoned when it was cooked. And some cracked black pepper. And then to mine, I'm going to be adding some Italian seasoning. Can you tell where I've been? Costco. Now, again, season it up with what you like. You can leave it out if you want, but I do quite like the seasoning. And we're going to add a little bit more seasoning shortly once this has started to heat that turkey through. Obviously, guys, it goes without saying, turkey, if you're reheating it, it must be at a temperature that is safe to eat. So this all really needs to be heated through properly. Okay, so that is cooking away nicely now. Next, our secret ingredient, and it is the Philadelphia garlic and herb flavour. It is a little bit cheeky, this one. I absolutely love it. And it's the bigger pack. So I think it's like 2 of the smaller packs. It's just put together. It's the family pack. That's the word I was looking for. And this stuff is lovely. And it is on offer at the moment, so pick yourself up some. Obviously you can use the standard one if you prefer, but this adds a really nice flavour to this. And I'm not going to be shy with it. I'm going in with a whole lot of that. We want to make this really nice and cheesy and creamy. And then to that I'm going to add some chicken stock. This is just a standard Knorr chicken stock cube. And that's about 500 millilitres there. Again, you're going to adjust the quantities depending on how many leftovers you've got and how many people that you are feeding. And we want to stir this cream cheese in until it melts. Okay, so this is now simmering away nicely. All of our Philly cheese has melted in. It's time to put in our cooked pasta. Just get it all in there. I've got mountains of the stuff. Hold on. That's it. all in. And then somehow try and stir it all through without spilling it everywhere. Just to incorporate it, you want all of that pasta covered nicely with that sauce and your turkey, your mushrooms. And just let that now simmer away for 3 to 4 minutes, just for those flavours all to get to know each other. Now's the time you want to preheat your oven to 180C fan. By the time that's preheated, we'll be ready to transfer this to an oven-proof dish and top it off and get it in the oven. So I've just got here a standard oven-proof dish. This is heavy, and I'm going to transfer it all in here. If you find that you think you need a bit more sauce in here, you can add a little bit more of the chicken stock, absolutely fine, but mine looks all right, to be fair. The pasta does have a tendency to thicken that sauce, as well as obviously the cheese in there, but something, you know, the starch on the pasta will naturally thicken it. Am I going to have enough room? Should I have picked a different? No, I'm just going to chuck it in, it'll be fine. Get it all in there. Oh, all of that sauce. That's it. And just spread it out, obviously. Try and make it look even. Make sure everyone's going to get a nice piece of everything. That's it. Push it down a bit. That's looking good to me. Okay, and then you want some mozzarella cheese. Of course, who doesn't love mozzarella? You want that sort of stringy, gooey topping on here. And if you want to, you could add a little bit of grated Parmesan as well. It's always nice, but I'm not going to today, purely because I haven't got any Parmesan left. I'm all out. That's it. Yeah, get the whole pack on there. Make sure it's nice and even. That's it, my OCD again. And then I want a little bit more of my Italian mixed herbs over the top, just a sprinkling. And that's it. So into the oven now, as I said, 180C fan. It's going to cook for about 25 to 30 minutes or until that top is golden. Remember, everything inside there is already heated through and at temperature. So really you're just waiting for that topping to be done. Okay, so it's out of the oven. It looks amazing. It smells amazing. Let's hope it tastes amazing too. And I've actually pre-cut a little bit here. I was trying to get a fancy thumbnail of it being lifted out for the thumbnail shot, but it didn't quite work. But there we go. These things happen. Right, let's get a little portion out then. Whee! Going everywhere. So much filling in here. A little bit of sausage there. Tons of stuff. Let's try it. Lovely, gooey, cheesy top. Some of that turkey. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love the old cheese pull. That is amazing. Still got that lovely flavour of the turkey. You can taste the sausage, that cream cheese. Wow, it just gives it such a nice sort of garlicky, herby hit. The topping is perfect. It's all just perfect. And it couldn't be any easier. That is a great way to stretch those turkey leftovers. Even if you don't do the meatloaf and you just got a standard turkey or turkey crown, that is a great recipe to use. Or if you're not a pasta lover, then make a pie out of it. Same filling, just chuck a bit of short crust or puff pastry on the top. Be absolutely banging. Guys, that's it from me for today. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please also like, share and comment. What would you have done differently? Or what's your favourite pasta bake? Please let us know down in the comments. Don't forget, also coming this Friday is my leftover turkey korma curry. And then next week, we're going into dessert week, starting off on Tuesday with my nan's retro 70s classic sherry trifle, followed on Friday by a lovely chocolate hazelnut meringue stack. If you're looking for further Christmas recipe inspiration, don't forget to check out my playlist, which should be around here somewhere now. I'll leave all of the details of today's cheesy mushroom leftover turkey bake down below in the description as always. And all that's left for me to say is until next time, it's cooking good.